Hello everyone and welcome back to Master Tech and I am Santosh. How are you? I am fine. Today we have an exciting and comprehensive discussion lined up as we will develop deep into the topic of teach like a champion. If you are educator eager to enhance your teaching skills and create a transformative classroom experience, you are the right place. In this video we will provide you with a thorough understanding of teach like champions methodology, its core principles and practical strategies to implement in your teaching journey. Okay guys, now let's go to the topic project UFO. Throughout the ages, men have always been eager to explain the happenings in the sky. Unidentified flying objects UFO pose a great mystery to the present scientists. Some American scientists have categorically negated in phenomenon, but some do agree. They explain UFO as objects from the other distant galaxy, yet no unanimous decisions has been reached. The mystery of UFO continued to be exclusive and intriguing practically everywhere people have seen it. Reports of sighting UFO unidentified flying objects have come from 133 countries of the world. Out of the 70,000 reports, 95% have been dismissed as fake. They have been explained as weather balloons, lightning, rockets, birds, and even insects. But the remaining 5% have not been explained till today, and these mysteries sightings have been called UFO. In 1978, a unique case occurred in Melbourne. Pilot Frederick Valentich noticed something approaching towards him. He radioed, "This thing is orbiting on the top of me. It's hovering and it's not an aircraft. It is at this point the orbiting on top of me." Transmissions broken off. Nothing further was heard for Valentich. It was thought that his plane must have crashed into Tasman Sea, but no trace the plane were found. On the other hand, there occurred more reports of mysterious objects in New Zealand. This bizarre incident caused Melbourne television crew to mark the route between Wellington and Christchurch. The TV cameraman shot some 20,000 frames of 16mm film. They documented the presence of some mysterious object, and when research was carried out by Dr. Bruce McCabe, article physics at US Navy, the film revealed at intergloomy mysterious flying object that oscillated at constant frequency for a large bright yellowish white circular shape to a dim yellow and red triangular shape. Dr. McCabe suggested that the object was throwing a powerful light equivalent to 1 lakh watts. He was also calculated that each object must be 60 to 100 feet across, that they might be traveling at the speed of 300 miles per hour. The history of sighting such objects in the sky is quite ancient. Some of the sightings were raised the pedestal of gods by ancient people. Even in the biblical book of Genius, Jacobo department of an angle line ladder ascending to heaven. Columbus also reported a light gleaming a great distance. Some scholars have suggested UFO were nothing else but spaceships from another galaxy which visited Earth. The most active proponent of this theory is the Swiss author Irvot Dankin. He published in book 1968 Characteristics of the Gods. In this book suggested that many of man's ancient works like pyramids and the entire Sumerian civilization must have been built up the help of the superior beings from the planet. The serious modern research began sometime in 1947. Kenneth Arnold, a businessman and a pilot, was flying his own private plane when suddenly he noticed some disc-like object. The objects he explained were flying in a chain and must be having a speed 1200 miles per hour. The experience of Arnold was boldly displayed in newspaper. Following his report, a series of such incidents were reported from elsewhere, so much so that some claimed that they had seen 7-foot beings wearing transport of suits, while some narrated that they saw 3-foot birds. A few even claimed that American government had arrested 3 such mysterious men and that President Eisenhower had personally met them. Some still believe in the veracity of this story. The sudden outbursts of so many hypotheses forced US Air Force to tackle the object seriously. The name given to the team was Project Blue Book. The research with barely 3 to 4 people continued for 20 years. The consultant of the team was Dr. J. Allen Hynek, who was an astronomer with Ohio State University. He later became associated with director of Smithsonian's Astrophysical Observatory and chairman of the astronomy department. For a few years, Hynek did not believe in existence of UFO, but in 1960 he proposed that a proper of a resolved should be conducted in the field. It was because of his efforts that presently there exists of a Center of UFO Studies at Evansville, Illinois. The director of the institute is no other than Dr. Hynek. He has divided the sighting of UFO into 3 classes: no contact lights, daylights, discs, and radar visuals. Hynek further classified 3 different types of encounters: first, second, and third kinds. The first encounter of the UFO is simply seen. It does not have a direct physical trace on the environment, but emotionally it does leave an impact on the observers. He traced cities of the case of Dale Shapiro of Ohio. In the morning of April 17, 1966, Cipher and another person stopped at the side of a road to investigate an abandoned car. Suddenly, they saw something rising above a nearby wood. They chased the object for more than 70 miles at the speed of 105 miles per hour. In this case, Shapiro was helped by other policemen and radio too. The chase ended in Conway, Pennsylvania. In 1970, an incident occurred of Saldrain in Ethiopia, a red ball making a sound like an aeroplane swept the area. It destroyed houses and knocked down the stone walls of a bridge and uprooted trees. Surprisingly, no incident of fire occurred. In 1972, several mysteries radioactive impressive were discovered. Names Fizora. Contrary to the reports of destruction caused by UFO, there are many cases in which patients have got well and they found of the amazement that the woods healed. The virtual question is, what are UFOs, since scientists have failed to explain them in conventional terms? Nature phenomena, mystifications, fabrications, or mental aberration. A poll done in US in 1978 indicate that most citizens took it be some form of extraterrestrial intelligence. Some scientists believe that intelligence life might exist beyond Earth. However, scientists reject that UFO are real. In 1978, French government appointed a 4-member committee with a psychologist that interviewed 11 UFO incidents and reached at the conclusions that these people did see some objects which were beyond the comprehensions of human understanding. US had earlier appointed a committee under Dr. Edward U. Condon to speculate about extraterrestrial hypotheses, but content committee gave the judgment about UFO content, said to that no such thing can be proved scientifically by Heineck did not believe. Hypothesis: the causes for which content committee was formed. French research Jacques Village of interested in idea. In book Passport to Magnolia Valleys detected the parallels between close encounters and myths from particularly every culture which talked about UFO. He came to conclusion that in antiquity they were visualized as gods. In our time as interplanetary travelers, it may be that there is inheritance in our species a sort of built-in defense mechanisms that reveals itself of times of extreme social stress, and one of its manifestations is phenomena known as UFO. Majority of scientists believe that UFO is not spaceship for any Earth's personality. They don't know what it is. Although Dr. Condon categorically states that all such literature on UFO should be banned and people who claim that have seen UFO should be ostracized. Deposit such strong recommendations, people continue to witness UFO films and fictions to write. Dr. Condon could be not have been right. Wherever of UFO, whether visitors from outer distant galaxy or natural ministers of unknown forces, human mind the mysterious phenomenon does continue and yielded any answer. Okay friends, now let's come to the end of story. Okay, see you, bye. See you another video, bye. The serious modern research began sometime in 1947. Kenneth Arnold, a businessman and a pilot, was flying his own private plane when suddenly he noticed some disc-like object. The objects he explained were flying in a chain and must be having a speed 1200 miles per hour. The experience of Arnold was boldly displayed in newspaper. Following his report, a series of such incidents were reported from elsewhere, so much so that some claimed that they had seen 7-foot beings wearing transport of suits, while some narrated that they saw 3-foot birds. A few even claimed that American government had arrested 3 such mysterious men and that President Eisenhower had personally met them. Some still believe in the veracity of this story. Okay friends, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. Please share your friends. See you another video. Take care. Bye.